Hey everyone, Tendra here. So up until Tuesday we had the pet battle event going on, and even though I do enjoy collecting pets, I'm not much of a pet battler. So that just gave me a bunch of free time to do the Emerald Dream, and this week I got almost 30 characters through there. I only do the 3 quests that reward Super Bloom gear, so I can upgrade them to tier items for my alts, and some of my characters do really well with the Super Bloom gear, and others, I just get a bunch of cloaks. The Super Bloom itself seems to be lacking a little bit. I'm not sure what Blizzard could have done to make it a little bit more fun, but overall I'm still having a pretty good time with it, and in the end I think that's what really matters. And of course, like normal, I did make it into my weekly farms, so let's take a look and see how I did. First up this week I went after the Scythe of the Unmaker. For this I have to head over to the raid, Antorus the Burning Throne, which is located out in the Argus Zone, and I have to do it on Mythic because I'm after the red version. So I made my way over there, made sure I was set to Mythic, worked my way back to Argus the Unmaker, took him down, and got attempt number 85 on the Scythe of the Unmaker. Unfortunately I didn't see it drop again this week, so I'll have to come back here next week. Next up I went after my first mount, and that's the Hellfire Infernal, and it drops in Nighthold. I need the red version, so I have to do it on Mythic. So I headed over there, and I made sure I was set to Mythic again. I headed in, I worked my way back to Gul'dan and took him down. This gave me attempt number 80 on this mount, but I still didn't see it drop, so I'll be back here next week. Next up on my list was the head of Mimiron. This drops in Oldware, so I have to head up there. But on my way up, I always look for the time-lost Proto-Drake, just never see him. I'm sure if I keep looking, sooner or later I will find him. Once I did make it up to Oldware, I headed in and I worked my way back to Yogg-Saron. I took him down, and I got my attempt in on this mount. I didn't see it drop again this week, but I'm hoping it's not too much longer and I'll get this one knocked out. The next 2 mounts I'm farming both drop in Battle for Desire Lore. That is G.M.O.D and the Glacial TideStorm. For both of these mounts, I just find a group in Group Finder. Once I have a group, the first boss we take out is the High Tankerer Mechatork. He drops G.M.O.D, and this week I got my 15th attempt on this mount. I didn't see it drop, so I'll be back here next week. The other mount that drops in the Battle for Desire Lore is the Glacial TideStorm, and that drops off of Lady Jade and Proudmoore. I normally do this with the same group that I do G.M.O.D with. She can be a little trickier to kill, but once she's down, that gave me attempt number 13 on this mount. But again, I didn't see it drop, so I'll have to come back here next week, and hopefully I have a little better luck then. Finally, my last farm for the week was for the Mechagon Peacekeeper. This drops in Operation Mechagon off the HK8 Aerial Oppression Unit boss. And you have to do this one on Mythic. But this one I do a little different. I do this as a multi-character farm. This is where I take 13 characters every week to the same boss until I see the item drop. I've used this technique for quite a while and it seems to work out pretty well. But let's take a look and see how I did this week. Well, there we go, 98 attempts down and still no mount. I'll be back here next week. Hopefully I see it then. So even though I didn't have a lot of luck on my normal farms, my first LFR kill for Farak did award me the renewed Proto-Drake skin, the Embodiment of the Blazing. According to the journal, this is extremely rare, so I was pretty happy to see it drop. As you can see, it's not the darker red coloring, but the brighter red coloring of the Drake, and it doesn't look too bad at all. And just in case you're wondering, this week's Transmog is the Might of Maldraxxus. And just like last week's set, there are 4 versions of this. You're going to get one from the campaign, one from Renowned, one from the Abominable Stitches, and one from Unity. For the campaign set, you'll receive this as you do the campaign. It should be the first set you get. For the Renowned set, you'll have to max out your Renown to get all these pieces, and they'll cost you some anima and grateful offerings. For the Abomination Stitching set, you'll be offered some quests every week, as long as your Abomination Factory is rank 5+. And finally for the Unity set, once your Abomination Factory is at level 5 again, you'll be able to receive these from doing world quests. They're pretty random, so you'll probably be doing a lot of world quests. To get all 4 of these sets, it did take me a bit of time, but if you just keep at it, and it's something you really want, you can get it. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. You can click on subscribe. Thanks for coming by and watching it. I'm going to send a hi out to my best friend, and you all take care.